Hi friends. This month has been a month of loss in many ways for me. Some of it is personal and some of it is more global. In our parish, we began the month saying goodbye to Pastor Wanji and her family. They've moved out to Washington State, where she will begin her new appointment next week. I miss her and will miss working alongside of her in our cooperative parish. Along with that loss, our cooperative parish will be dissolving at the end of this month. We've built up some nice friendships and done some good work together, and I will miss seeing the folks at the Purdy's Church, and they will be in good hands, joining with Pastor Melissa and the Katona people. And I am glad that I get to continue to work with the Brewster folks, as well as remaining here at Drew. But that is also a loss for many of us as well. This year we were not able to have our annual conference for other clergy and lay people that we have every year on Long Island. And I've been going to that for most of my life. It's where I see so many of my friends and colleagues, get to worship with others, and it's always a kind of a family reunion in many ways. I missed that. We'll have a shorter version in the fall, but it's just not the same. All of us have lost some ability to travel about freely, and we have to be so cautious. Any visits that I've had with my parents, for example, I've had to remain socially distanced. No hugs, no touching, no getting close. I take those things seriously, and I miss it. I miss being able to hug. I miss being able to travel without worry. I went to the dentist this past week, and she was telling me that she and her husband had to cancel their plans to go to France later this summer. All of us are experiencing some loss related to the coronavirus. Some of it is even the loss of friends or family. But it has been a season of loss in our country because of the virus. I also sadly had to have my cat Azula put to sleep. She had a brain tumor, and there was nothing to be done for that. And so I let her go across the Rainbow Bridge, and that has been grievous to me. And one of my parakeets died. I didn't have the same kind of attachment as I did to Azula, but nonetheless, it just felt like one more loss. What things have you been grieving? What are your losses? In the Drew Church, we lost one of our dear members, Dean Sadler, who passed away. We will miss him so much. I lost a friend who I've known for 28 years. She was part of my church up in Gilboa, upstate. She was just a few years older than I, and that is a terrible loss for all of us who knew and loved her. My sister and their family lost their father-in-law, their grandfather. He had a series of strokes and did not recover. So some of these losses are very, very personal and painful. How do we manage during these losses? How do we cope? Sometimes I have to remind myself just to take a breath. Breathe in the Spirit of God. Breathe out anxiety. I remind myself that God is walking this journey with me. Oh, how I count on that. I know for those deaths of the people that I know and love, I trust that they are indeed in their new heavenly homes. And I think my pets are as well. I know that I will see them all again one day. That does bring me some relief and comfort, but still, there is sorrow. And so we learn to just sometimes get through day by day, putting one foot in front of the other, doing what we can, taking care of ourselves and feeding our spirits, as I said in last week's video, doing things that are good and healthy for us, eating right, getting enough sleep, getting some exercise. Truthfully, those are things that I need to do a little bit better, but it's a goal. I hope that as you think about the losses that you may be experiencing in your life, that you will keep turning to God, keep putting yourself in God's presence, rest in God's presence, pray without ceasing, whether it's tears of lament and sorrow, whether it's cries for help, whether it's a prayer just to get through each day, or if it's a prayer of gratitude. Every day we have an opportunity to be in the presence of God. We are, whether we know it or not. But when we're intentional about it, it helps make our lives better. I pray that whatever losses you are facing, that you will be able to navigate them well, that you will know that you are not alone on your journey, and that you will reach out to others if you need some help. Talk to your friends, talk to your pastors, talk to your families. Get help if you need it, whether it's emotional or physical. We are all in this together. My love and my prayers are with you always. May God bless you in this season that is so strange. Amen.